Drivers have a lot of responsibilities on the road. They have to watch for cyclists, people, and of course, other vehicles. Something else you have to watch out for is your speed. In case you didn't know, in BC, the speed limit is always 50 kilometers an hour on municipal roads unless otherwise posted. The city of Victoria wants to lower its speed significantly.
And we see that lowered speed limits will help residents and people that are navigating the city get there safer.
A staff report is heading to council this week with proposed changes to reduce nearly all speed limits in the city to below 50 kilometers an hour. Reducing speeds isn't something new for Victoria.
Our local road 30-kilometer speed limit project comes to an end. So we're going to be finishing that by the end of 2025.
Throughout that project, which began in 2023 and lowered speed limits on neighborhood streets, the city says it saw a 35% reduction in injury-involved ICBC claims.
Lowered speed limits across the city will help us reach our Vision Zero goals of having zero traffic-related deaths in the city.
Now it wants to take the speed reductions further. Most of Victoria's roads are still set to 50 kilometers an hour. But if the proposal is approved, it would look more like this. Reducing speeds to 30 or 40 kilometers an hour. It means almost all roads in the city would have a limit under 50. Only two sections of Douglas and Blanchard Street would keep the current speed limit between Uptown and Caledonia Avenue.
Speed limit kind of makes sense to lower it, otherwise you're just wasting gas. And also, when a pedestrian gets smoked at 50k an hour, that's not too survivable.
I own a car, but I travel a lot on my e-bike as well. I think 30 for a car and in a lot of roads is super slow.
If it passes, it would take about 2 years before all the changes come into effect.
In a city, the majority of trips are made by non-auto modes.
Other municipalities like Saanich have taken similar steps, bringing in reduced speed limits on some roads. Todd Littman of the Victoria Transport Policy Institute says slowing down vehicles is the right move on all streets.
Reducing speeds is not just about safety, it's also reducing air and noise pollution.
There's no estimate on what the change would cost taxpayers if approved. The report will head to council Thursday.